What's up guys, Weather Wednesday, coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, as you can see, my clan is getting kind of whooped early on in clan versus clan. But I'm still going to put up some numbers so I can show you how you can put up a good CVC score for personal rewards. Now, I wouldn't do this during a normal CVC. Only do this for Personal Rewards CVC. As you can see, I'm in tier 6, which means I probably scored around 400,000 last time. I'm going to show you how you can get an easy 100,000, 200,000 points without even using extra energy, extra gems, or using any of your shards. So I'm just going to go one thing at a time. We're going to do kind of a speed run. I'm just going to show you each step that I do without having to show you everything that I do, because it does take a couple hours, typically 1 or 2 hours, depending on how much I have to do. As you can see, I'm starting out with 5,432 points. Most of those are just from collecting yesterday's clan boss rewards, and then I ran a couple dungeons maybe and a couple of arena fights. So as you can see, I'm very low, but we're going to turn that 5,000 into a lot more points. So first thing we're going to do is I've been saving up my Estrid. I've been waiting to pull Estrid. I think that's what the opposing clan did, is everybody did the fusion in their clan. And so they're getting Estrid. So here's my Estrid. So whenever you pull a new legendary champion, I believe it's going to be 30,000 points just for summoning this. Now, a lot of times I would save this for like the next fusion to get some points toward like champion chase or something. But I just really want Estrid today. So I'm going to build her up right away. And that's going to lead to the next thing that I typically do, which is I save all of my skill books for this time of the month. I currently have 15 Lego books, 37 epic books, and 23 rare books. I don't use rare books too often, but I actually do have a rare champion I think I want to build today. So I'll go ahead and show you. First of all, I want to book up Estrid because I really want to use her. She's going to use somewhere between 6 and 10 books. Maybe we'll get super lucky and I won't have to book that A1. You always hope, but it rarely happens. Did not work out well for me at all. So I'm going to have to use at least 3 more Lego books. And that was worst. That was the worst case scenario. Had to completely use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these 4 Lego books for the future, maybe next CVC. And then I'm going to go ahead and book up some epic champions and some rare champions. We'll be back in a little bit. There we go. Just from pulling Estrid for 30,000 points and then using a bunch of books, I'm already at 108,000 points. So that was a real easy 100,000 points. As you can see, my clan is still down 1.5 million points. I'm not going to be able to catch them up all by myself, and we're going to have a real difficult time as a clan doing that, but I still want to put up the points. So what do we do next? Well, this is an interesting time because I am currently trying to go for my Marius missions. So the next thing that I really need to do is I need to craft 1 rank 5 or higher mythical artifact in the forge. Now, this is the time of the month when I go through my forge. And so this is a great way to get not only points, but also to get a lot of extra silver. So I'm going to go through all of my forge. I'm going to start off with my perception, and I am going to try my best to get mythical 5 or 6 star piece. So I'm going to go through my entire forge. I save this as much of my forge as possible for personal CVC. We'll see how many points I get, how much silver I get, and hopefully I get a mythical piece, right? Okay, we're all done with the forge, and as you can see, I'm now at 166,000 points. I've decided to no longer be doing the 4 to 5 star because I am starting to run a little bit low on Magisteel because I'm not going as crazy in Arena ever since I filled out my Great Hall. It's not worth my time so much, so I'm not getting quite as much Magisteel. So my forge still says 317 because I'm not bothering with the 4 to 5 star gear. Yes, I would get some silver, but I'm running out of Magisteel, so that's the balance I have to take. Now, unfortunately, the next thing that I have to do is Dragon Lair because of my dungeon mission. So I need to do that real quick. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that particular thing for CVC because as you can see right now, we don't have 2 times for any of the dungeons, just Minotaur and Iron Twins. Those aren't the main dungeons. Also, I won't be upgrading any of my gear. That is a great way to get points to upgrade gear, ascend gear, but we don't have a gear event right now, so that's not something that I'm going to be doing today. But I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I saved some potions from yesterday. I'm going to use this energy and I'm going to get through some dragon runs and then I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I did 20 double runs or 10 double runs of basically 400 energy toward the dragon dungeon. Doesn't get you a lot of points. Honestly, doing dungeon runs is kind of slow. Spider runs are better, but they're not amazing. So the next thing I need to do, as I was saving my Iron Twins for this next mission. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got 6 runs to do. My runs are pretty fast, particularly on force. It'd be 2 to 3 minutes typically per run. So it'll take me about 15 minutes to get through this. Most days of the week, I do go through my energy for 1 round. I only do the extra runs when it's void, and that's not going to ever happen during a CVC. So we're going to go ahead and do these runs. You don't get a ton of points, but you might as well save them for the CVC and not the day before. So here we go. Okay, so we got through our Iron Twins runs and we're at 174,000 points. Now, got a couple things left that I need to do to get through my advanced quests. I've got to do some faction wars runs, and then we will get into the tag team battles. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my faction wars runs, and I'm also going to do my tag team runs, and we'll come back and see where we're at. Now I am at 198. Okay, there we go. Now I'm at 191,000 points, which means I got over 185,000 points just by doing these few simple things. Now, of course, you can take a look at your objectives and see what works best for you. Obviously, an easy way to get points is by summoning champions. I don't typically like to use shards myself. You can do it. If you need to run some campaign, fine, but it's not the best. Potion Keep, pretty terrible. Minotaur, I wouldn't highly recommend it, but at least it's 2 times right now. Any of the dungeons are not amazing, but if you're going to do it on Spider. If you can do Spider 10, you can get 400 points per run. That's pretty good. Sand Devil's not bad if you have a fast enough stage 25 team, which very few people do. Only the in-game players really have that. Same thing with Phantom Shogun's Grove. And then Iron Twins is good if you can do it. Faction Wars, everybody should be able to do it as high as you can. Personally, I just run stage 20, even though 21 has a few more points, just because it's faster and easier for me. You're going to get some points for doing arena, but not a whole lot. If you collect your Demon Lord chest, you're going to get some points for that, so that's pretty good, pretty easy. If you want to upgrade your gear, it's going to be a good amount of points. Unfortunately, there's not an artifact enhancement event right now, but if there was, I would probably do that. Personally, I'm going to probably avoid that simply because I can't double down on it. Forge is one of the best ways to get it, and then using gems, that's a terrible strategy. Using gems, you only get 1 point for every gem used, so I wouldn't highly recommend that. But there you go. Those are the best ways to get points. So even if you don't have the resources that I do, the best thing you can do is save as many skill books as you can and save up as much of the forge as you can. Beyond that, you're going to have to make some spider runs, do your dailies, do your weeklies, do your advanced quests, and you'll get some points. But wherever you're at in the game, whether you're a beginner or you are in game, save your resources, particularly your skill books and even your fusion champions for this time. And that way you can help out your clan with Personal Rewards CVC. Not going to help out my clan a whole lot this month, just because we are getting destroyed early on. There's nothing much we can do about that. We always seem to run into these Russian teams that just absolutely destroy it. Is that Russian or is that like... Not sure if that's Russian. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Russian or Ukrainian. They always seem to run into those teams and they absolutely destroy us. What can you do? That's it. I hope this helped out your CVC. And if you didn't do these things this month, well, now you have an idea of what to do for next month. So I'm Wilder Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and that you will subscribe to my channel for more Raid Shadow Legends content. And I will see you next time.